We're finally going to paint the car for 150 bucks, but we have one big problem.
We have limited time. We only got until 8 p.m. to finish the whole car. Is it enough time? I don't know. First off again, we're gonna remove all the bumpers. Okay, so that's the rear bumper off. We need to do it because we also want to paint this and this, which is under the bumper. So we also have to remove the front bumper, so let's do that. For this one I'm gonna use a magic trick. Woo! It's gone! Prepare this place, obviously clean it. Then we're also putting water on the floor, because then the dust doesn't come up.
To show up late when we have a deadline. Positioning the car where we want to paint. Removing the mirrors. Almost smashing my head casually into the door.
We're going to remove this trim.
So we have to remove a lot of stuff because we want to paint under these things. And now we start masking everything off. But this time it's not just masking off, we're also closing things so there's no dust coming from these parts when we start spray painting. Because that can ruin the paint job.
Been already busy for about 3 hours and we're still masking everything off. It's a lot of work and I hope we can make it in time, but it's not looking too bad if nothing goes wrong. We're looking at the paint and we already used some for the bumper and stuff, and maybe we used a little bit too much, so we actually don't know if we have enough paint to paint the whole car.
Another thing to be concerned about, but we just gotta move forward.
So now we have to clean the whole surface with the degreaser, the whole car, making it clean. We are now ready to start painting the car. There are a couple of spots that are exposed. Ka keeps saying it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay, but I've heard that before.
So we're adding a little bit of primer here to make sure that it's covered.
I guess this shows that there might be a problem.
If you look closely, you see a weird pattern. And that is not a good sign. It means the paint is reacting to something.
It's time to mix the paint. I hope we have enough paint, otherwise we're screwed. And we need to start all over again. So this is a nice tip. If you don't want to spoil all your paint by pouring it out, use some tape to make a nice V shape here. Almost the whole can. We thin it down.
How do you know how much you need?
Experience. It needs to have a milky consistency.
Okay.
Is this milk?
So next step is
Painting.
Are you excited?
Always.
Because
the last step is the most satisfying step, which is paint.
But also the most daunting, because if you mess this up, no pressure. Okay, ready.
So here we go with the first layer of paint.
Old Miata with the green hue, painted oak to the skin smooth. Add a turbo, maybe some exhaust, gonna test it on a sharp bend. Heard you want a neat ride, DIY to clean it. Old Miata painted new coupes, we need sapphire Swiffers. With some elbow grease, hard work pays off. Huff and puff, but save a few bucks. Make the money, no cutting corners. Gonna hope that we don't screw it up. We've been dusting in a workshop. a few bucks. Make the money, no cutting corners. Gonna hope that we dust he don't be why a Porsche will he dusty be hard, hopefully work hard, huff in the air, PE's fully hope say don't pee, LA by my oh my, make it sharp and pod, high top, pay dot and price dots, got fat slaps over with some elbow grease, hard work pays off, huff and puff but save a few bucks. Make the money, no cutting corners. Gonna hope that we dusty don't be. Will ya Porsche? Will he wet hard? Huff in the air. He's fully hope say don't pee. By my oh my, make it sharp and pod. Hot top, pay dot and price dots got fast laps over. We've been under tanks, hard work pays off under wraps. Gonna save a pug, but for one, don't pale with blood suck.
This is the first layer of paint, but we're seeing some things that we don't like. Hopefully it clears up with the second layer.
And how are we on the paint?
I think we're good.
Maybe. I feel like we didn't put that much on.
First layer is always to a very light layer to introduce to the car. So the next layer we will put on much thicker, so it will stick to the paint.
Here we go with the second much thicker layer. And hopefully the weird spots that we saw will be gone. You can see how much better the coverage is and that the color is becoming a lot deeper. Time to add the last bit of paint.
The car is green. Okay. So what are you doing?
There are some reactions in the paint. I'm gonna try to sand it out and repaint this part. Hopefully we can save it. Otherwise we need to redo the whole thing, which is not good. Could be that it's too cold here. Could be that there are some contaminants in the air which is reacting with the paint.
So we fixed this a little bit. It's looking better. So we had enough paint, so we shouldn't have worried about that too much. It was just enough, to be honest. So the next step is to add the clear coat. This will make the finish completely different again.
Yeah. We've been working on this car for months, fixing rust, body panels, rolling fenders, replacing the front window, primering the car, and a lot of sand.
I mean, the journey up to now, till getting here. Oof. So it's 7 o'clock now, and we still have to clean everything up, do the clear coat, and then put the car back together still. And the paint has to dry. Do we have enough clear coat? With the clear coat on, it's going to transform the color or the whole look. Gets this really glossy look to it rather than it being very matte. So then it's gonna be really nice and shiny. I'm curious how it looks. Ah man, I love this color. It's looking good, to be honest.
Clear coat time. Mixing cup, clear coat, hardener. This is a 2K clear coat, so it always needs a hardener. The heart makes a chemical reaction and then it will harden. Now we add the hardener. We tin it out, say 10%. Then we do a mixie.
And 3, 2, 1, let's go.
You boys ever wake up and paint a Miata green? Like Porsche green, would you put a clear coat on? Are we in trouble? Will she dry in time?
And this is the last
How
coat.
many coats to go? Can we get this right? Are we in trouble? I hope we're not. I can't stop asking. Are we? Are we?
So, are you happy?
It's a professional paint job. Look at the results. So shiny. Too bad we have some dust. Not some dust, but we have a lot of dust. That's what you get painting in a garage.
But it's more than normal.
Can be that that we didn't mask it up super, let's say airtight they call it, but there's still some gaps open, like here. A lot of air comes in and then the air needs to come out somewhere else, so that will probably carry some dust with it.
So we have to do better next time.
But the good thing is, it is in color. It is in color. It's fully protected now.
Will she dry in time?
Not my paint
In
quality
time to
still
take her
today.
back home.
And so we just finished painting and we have 15 minutes to go. Only thing is, we still need to remove everything and put the car together. But man, I am excited. I'm happy, although it's not perfect. I mean, the car has not ever in its whole life looked this good with the paint looking this shiny. I love it. I love this color. I'm really excited. Can't also wait to see what it looks like with the combination with these wheels. And I actually have never told you about what these wheels are, but maybe some people know. If you know, let me know in the comments what these wheels are.
I'm quickly removing all the tape while the paint is still wet, otherwise it will crack. The reason why we had to hurry is because we both had an appointment. But we really wanted to get this car painted, so we decided to go for it. What will it look like in the daylight?
So, yesterday we painted the car. We didn't finish it all in time. So here it is in the daylight. You can see there's still some of the wrapping off. We tore most of it off already. We look at the paint job. The paint job itself looks pretty good, but there is quite a lot of dust here. More than we anticipated, more than we had on the bumpers or anything.
But this is something that we can remove by sanding it. It's something that we'll do at a later stage. First, get all these small things off, put back all the trim and all the pieces. So we can finally see what all the work that we've put into this car really looks like. And here she is.
Amazing!
Amazing! I mean, the car has never looked this good.
Although she's not completely finished, still missing the front lip and the side skirts and a couple of details here and there.
And look at this. Obviously we still have to clean some stuff, but it is in one color. Can't also wait to see it in different lighting conditions because this color changes a lot. I love it. I'm excited. A big step in this whole build, but there's so much more to come. If you like this content, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. See you next time.